Today, Kay's cooking. I realized the other day that apparently Kay has a beef Wellington special, the most difficult dish to make in basically all of culinary cuisine. Culinary cuisine. Can you use those two words together like that? I don't know. Point is, the recipe is apparently incredibly difficult, and I just want to show you a little bit of snippet from Gordon Ramsay's video so you get an idea of what it's supposed to look like. Here, Gordon is making a beef Wellington, and I'm going to be honest when I say I don't give a flying fuck about anything that he's doing except for the finished result. So basically,
It's sealed in its pastry case.
did you hear that? So basically, a beef Wellington is a chunk of meat inside of a pastry case, and for some reason, that's a difficult thing to do. I don't really understand why, bitch, but it is, okay? Here he is. He's got it looking all nice. Let's see the finished product. It looks like a loaf of bread, okay? It looks like a loaf of bread, and then when he cuts into it, boom, that's what the cross-section looks like. Okay, so we got the idea, we understand. A beef Wellington is a beef chunk inside of a pastry. Let's see what our girl Kate got cooking.
I'm back cooking again. I've been asked to do a beef Wellington, and believe me, there's no wellies involved.
There's no what? Okay, first of all, Lee, my man, when she throws a joke like that, where the punchline was obvious but horrible, okay, in that exact scenario, you gotta cut the camera soon. Okay, we don't need that awkward, like, 25 seconds of bullshit. Cut that, Lee, cut that.
I've never made one before, so I'm just gonna, well, do what it says. It says
Wait.
roughly chop the mushrooms up and put them in a blender. This is a blender.
Why would you do that? Okay, first of all, that makes no sense. We understand how a blender works, right? It pulverizes everything it touches. It doesn't matter if you pre-chop them or not, Kay. It doesn't matter. The shit's gonna get pulverized. So she's gonna use her quite disturbing cutting techniques here.
And I'm just cutting the mushrooms
And I will
up
say, thank God they're outside
into
of the camera
blender.
frame.
Always make sure.
I'm gonna go ahead and speed this up a little bit. So she did. She cut up the mushrooms, now she's seasoning them. And I didn't watch the full beef Wellington recipe from Gordon Ramsay, so the mushrooms are kind of throwing me for a loop. I don't really know where those fall in the recipe. Presumably, Kay's gonna tell us, but also presumably she's the worst chef of all time, so it could be totally wrong.
Slight paste.
Oh, she ran
I'm
it.
gonna
Oh, so she must have put like either
Into
liquid
a
or oil of
pan.
some kind in there to liquefy the mushrooms, because you can't just blend dry mushrooms, okay? I don't know if y'all have ever used a blender before, but if you only put dry bullshit in the blender, you about to have a bad day, okay? That bitch gotta be spinning, not cutting a goddamn thing. Blenders are kind of cringe for that, on God. Blender rant over. Okay, so she's putting whatever the hell this paste is into a pot to boil it. I don't have any idea what this is. I'm not gonna lie. I have no idea what this is. Maybe it's the gravy? If I was watching more closely, or if I cared, I would go back and look. I don't do either.
Unfortunately, it doesn't say how much flour, so I'm just putting
It doesn't. Sorry?
3 dessert spoons in.
What kind of unit of measurement? So she's got a beef Wellington recipe that has her cutting mushrooms before blending them, adding some kind of mystery liquid, which actually wouldn't be a mystery again if I actually watched the video. Stop typing, I don't care. Some kind of mystery liquid mixed with mushrooms, okay? And it's also got an unspecified amount of flour required for the pastry. I don't see how this could be any more catastrophic. And you've got Kate cooking it. There you go, just made it more catastrophic. Okay, so she's making the pastry dough, okay, with random measurements. Wait a minute. I'm seeing a problem right off of the break. What the fuck is that? Okay, when Gordon was making this thing, he had one hunk of meat, okay? And he encased that one singular hunk of meat in a pastry. Kay has like 17 different cuts of beef here, and you cannot make a singular beef Wellington with this. Let me see what she says about the meat situation, because I want to know if she mentions it.
Cooking the beef fillets.
Fillet, no S.
You don't have to cook them for good. You just have to give them a little bit of colour, and then we'll see what happens.
Understood.
And how long they want it?
Okay, this is too much. So she's boiling the meat. You love to see it, okay? We do love Kay and her mean boiling meat game. That looks horrendous. This is absolutely catastrophic beyond belief. So what, bro? I don't know. That literally looks like shit. Like, not even like, oh, that looks like shit. Like, you like, I don't know, somebody you know made some art and it looks horrendous. And you're like, oh, bro, that looks like shit. No. Listen to me, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, that looks like literal shit. No exaggeration, no hyperbole, no some other word that I don't know the meaning of. It looks like shit.
And the mushrooms are
So I'm assuming at this point that she's planning to like bread each individual piece of beef and make like 6 or 7 beef Wellingtons. I hope.
I did earlier.
What is that?
Got to go
What is that?
on
I'm gonna
the
gag.
beef.
I'm gonna gag.
Oh,
Oh, that don't look right. Is that what she just said?
Putting it all on the beef.
No shit. I don't think Gordon had anything like that. I mean, I feel like he was doing something with mushrooms, but bitch, I'm sure I didn't think it was a paste.
Now I'm going to fold it over. Oh. No, when in doubt. As you can see, I've took my
As I can see, you probably got too much flour. Oh, I just noticed the t-shirt. Okay, I just want to go ahead and give a little shout out to the people in the comment section of the last Kay's cooking video about the comment that I made about the fact that she wears the same t-shirt in every video every time. A couple of y'all decided to apply that same theory to me. Fuck you.
well, crust out as it's called. Or whatever
Yes,
it's
I do wear the
supposed
same
to
like
call
4
that.
shirts.
And
Get a
as you
hobby.
can see, it needs
Shitter.
a lot of kneading, as if you were doing bread. Obviously.
Okay, so she's making some dough. That seems like way too much flour, but
Because I haven't.
actually it looks kind of right. So it would appear that she tried to use the mushroom paste to condense her various pieces of meat into one piece of meat. Like it's some kind of fucking mortar for bricks or something. No way.
I've got loads of juice, which you're not supposed to have.
Okay, well, the juice is fixable. The fact that the beef cuts are already cut is not.
Oh, that's not gone bad at all.
That's not gone bad at all. Did she not realize it's supposed to be one cut of beef? Like, where did she get this recipe? Did it not have a picture? Did it not have a picture? I feel like that solves the entire meat crisis, right? Like, you see a picture, that's a solid piece. I'm not gonna buy different fillets, bro.
I'm going to roll it over, as you can see. You don't.
Now, to her credit, that pastry dough actually holding up and looking way better than I thought it would. I thought for certain that pastry dough was gonna be a like an equivalent part of the catastrophe. An equivalent part of the catastrophe? Like, if 50% of the catastrophe, making the beef Wellington, was the meat, I thought the other 50% was gonna be the pastry. This pastry actually looking pretty good.
After sealing the edges.
It's kind of falling apart right
I'm
there in the
just doing
middle.
it
Yeah,
'cause I
okay.
want to.
It's actually getting more and more
Now
catastrophic
it's
by the
got to
second.
go in the oven and cook.
That's got to go in the oven and cook. That looks ready to cook. That looks ready to cook. Let me say it for a third time. That, Dom, the people get it.
For a further
Like, she has to be trolling. No way. A person with any kind... I like Kay. Let me take it easy.
30 minutes to 40 minutes. You can see I've left the cooker in a mess while I put this in.
Does this even require a comment? Does it? Tell me, please. Does it?
The oven, and you've got
Why?
to glaze it. As you can
Come on. Like, it's shit like this that makes me believe she's trolling. Like, no way any sane person would look at that abomination and think it could be fixed by a little egg wash. She's out of her fucking mind, bro.
see, I put mine in the oven in a roast.
Look, there's literal chunks of flour. Like, are y'all seeing this? That's a chunk of flour.
pan, and it's just gone to pot. It's all broke up. If I had got some cling film, it wouldn't have gone wrong. Glaze,
This is some for the love of God type shit, okay?
as it's called, glaze. You get an egg in a bowl, cup, anything, and all you do is you just,
I'm gonna blow.
pat the egg, beat the egg.
Like, listen, these
And pass it
ingredients
all
on their
over.
own actually aren't bad, okay? It's
And
just
that's
pastry
what
dough
glazing.
and meat. and that mushroom mix, which again, I don't actually think would be a
It's
bad
time to
combination
get
to
the-
eat. But good God Almighty, I want to eat it in a dark room, okay? Because that should look catastrophic otherwise.
Some beef Wellington out of the oven and see
What's this gonna look like?
What it turns out.
What's this gonna look like? Also, let's take some bets. Y'all think it's Iron Maiden? It's got to be the Iron Maiden tee. It's got to be.
Ooh.
Is Dom wearing the DMX shirt, the Kool-Aid shirt, or your mama's shirt? Fuck you, Dom. Appreciate y'all some of the time.
I don't think somehow it's supposed to be like that.
It went in like that. What the fuck do you think was gonna happen? It was gonna turn into a transformer and actually look like a beef Wellington? No. Incorrect. No.
But it looks like it's cooked.
It does look cooked.
Well, I hope that
Pay up. Pay the fuck up. Pay up!
answered the
Y'all owe me
question.
$50. By the way, speaking of $50, take off the extra zero. Shout out to Jen and Timmy for becoming the first members here on my reaction channel. This video is brought to you by Jen and Timmy. And this is random, and I just totally remembered it right now, halfway through the video, but I do want to mention it. For the first 50 people who become members, just at the little base $5 level, you're going to get a shout out individually on your own video. This is the Jen and Timmy video. Thank you, Jen and Timmy.
Of a beef Wellington.
Join button down below. Thank you. Also part 2.
It didn't have to turn out exactly how it should have.
If you talk shit about my shirt, this is your redemption arc. Stop! Okay, I'm sorry. Let me take it easy.
But I didn't have the right equipment for it.
Is she gonna try
I
it?
hope you keep viewing me.
Wait.
And if
No-
you like what you've seen,
No
give
taste
me a
test?
thumbs up. And if you want to leave a comment, whether you want something
There's no taste
cooking-
test, ladies and gentlemen. There is no taste test. Now, here's what the fuck I'm wondering. Is Kay on a different planet because she looks like she's about 32 centimeters away from the goddamn sun? Why is that shit so yellow? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how you put this in the oven, and when it comes out looking like that, you're shocked. I don't get it. It makes no sense to me. It makes no sense to me, but goddamn and golly, it doesn't have to for me to end the video. I'm retiring. Stop typing. Listen, I love and appreciate y'all. Hope y'all enjoyed this reaction video. If y'all did, do all that standardized YouTube shit for me. Make sure you suggest me some other shit to react to down below. I gotta go. Goodbye.